Hello everybody, I'm Yolanda, aka Creative Mommy of Two, and welcome! I hope you all are having a wonderful day today and had a wonderful week. As you see by the project I am working on, today we are doing another WIP and Chat. So grab out whatever your work is, what you're gonna do up on this moment, and yeah, let's have a ramble, shall we? So, yeah. Again, how are you all? In case you see that I'm holding my tray a bit weird, I've been an idiot today. I cut my finger. So, yeah. There's that. Let's think where to start. Yeah, let's start just with how today all went. In case you don't know, I have two kids, one of which started school today. Today, as I am filming this, it is Monday, the 5th of September. Yeah, our eldest went to school today. Yeah, that one was interesting. Seriously. Yeah, what to say about that one? Let's just say my daughter is something. She's something else. She's been bouncing off the walls for like a couple of weeks that she really wanted to go to school, and so yeah, we had absolutely no issue with bringing her to school today. As soon as we were at the school playground, we stood there and one of the teachers came to us and she introduced herself to our daughter, asked who she was, and was like, oh, well, then you're in my class. So, yeah, that went all well. When it was time for them to come indoors, and Jesus, I got a drill stuck. Like, seriously, how? Look at this idiot drill. Let's see, does my light want to focus? It got stuck in. Sideways. Like how? Let's get it out. But yeah, getting her to school was absolutely no issue. She really liked it, that much was obvious. Yeah, she had a moment where the class went indoors. She wasn't really too sure, especially since I was basically stupid enough to call her by her name, like, hey, we're gonna go, bye, have fun. And she didn't want to go inside for like a few seconds, was like, I don't know. I was like, oh, go along, go inside, see your teacher. She basically, one of the older kids, pulled her along a little bit, because I think that girl was in school last year already, so she knew a bit better what's expected. And yeah, then we saw her waited at the classroom window for a bit, and yeah, she came into the classroom and she was all bouncy and happy and enjoying herself. So we're like, okay, that's good. She, well, has regrouped herself. And I seriously need to change my wax out again. This wax is annoying. Whoop. Needing to move for a little bit, so hold on. And I'm back. I directly changed my multi-placer from the stainless steel ones, metal ones, however you want to call them, back to the plastic ones because, yeah, for one or the other reason, the wax wouldn't stay in. So, yeah, let's see if this works better. So, yeah. Good that I did that because also my Roomba is acting up today and it was giving an error again for the I don't know how many time today. So, yeah. But yeah, as I was saying, our daughter had a good time. So we wanted to go. When we were still waiting on her to come into the classroom, our son, who we obviously had with us, was calling out for her a bit like, where is she? Where is she? Well, he called her name, but I'm not going to tell you her name. But yeah, he was asking like, where is she? Where is she? So I stood with him and was like, well, she's a big girl now. She's gonna go to school and you can play at home with mommy and daddy. And if you're also bigger, you can also go to school and stuff like that. And once you've napped today, we're gonna pick her up again. And yeah, is that okay? So he was like, okay. And then everything was fine. So yeah, don't know how much he actually understood from my explanation, but I was like, well, they at least can say I don't explain stuff to him. So but the look in his eyes made me think that at least he understood somewhat. So I'm just going for the fact that he understood me. So yeah. Yeah, I needed to say it was strange to not have daughter around during the day. But it was also at the same time really, really nice. And then it was, before we knew it, it was time to pick her up again. But yeah, came out of school and there were some other moms standing pretty close to us. One of them I do know because they live a couple of houses down the street from us. And she and another mom were telling like they didn't know what to do with their day. One of them also has like a smaller child who is, I believe, turning 1 this month or just turned 1. But it was like, well, for me the school break would have lasted a bit longer. And I myself was like, I'm not going to say a thing, but I for sure know that I didn't want a longer vacation, because yeah, the point was proven that our daughter really loved school when it was time for them to come out of the school, since yeah, she was with her teacher, and when she saw us, she literally said no, 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 and ran back into the school. Yeah. The teacher well, it's more like a teacher's assistant, went in after her, and a little bit later, my husband went in after her because her actual teacher said that she wanted to talk with us. So we're like, oh boy. And yeah. So yeah, the other kids that she was waiting with were picked up by their parents or whoever needs to pick them up. And yeah, so she firstly came to our daughter and picked her up inside. Apparently, because yeah, I was outside with her son. And yeah, she apparently said at that point like, well, it's for sure she has a really strong will. She knows what she wants and what she doesn't. My husband was like, yeah, tell me about it. They came out of the school and the teacher again said the same to me, like, she has a really strong will. And I literally gave the same reaction as my husband, like, tell me about it. And you can imagine that it cracked the teacher up. She needed to laugh pretty hard about it. So she was like, so that's also at home. So we're like, yeah. I at times don't know what to do with her because, yeah, she can be really strong-willed. It's like, excuse me. It's good that she has a strong will and knows what she wants and what she doesn't want. But it's at times just like, and now just listen to me, do what you've been told, and stop annoying me, basically. So yeah, but yeah. The teacher was also saying that, like, at times she for sure didn't know what our daughter for sure didn't want to do what she was being told, and it was like at times like, well, at times she could be fussy, and at times it was like, well, you need to do this, so just picking her up, like, come on, let's go. We're also seeing, like, she is for sure is a pretty lightweight. We're like, yeah, that's for sure. I can get why you think that, because, yeah, she was also saying, like, asking, like, how old our son was, and we're like, well, he's 2. She was like, oh, okay, I thought he was older. It's like, no, she's just really tiny, and he's just average. So, yeah, when they're standing next to each other, you would think they would be closer in age, but nope. They're about 22 months apart, so yeah. The only thing is he's average, she's tiny. She's really, really tiny. I guess, at least I think that our son is heavier, so yeah. We're also joking with the teachers, like, when you pick her up, the assistant was also saying, like, when she picked her up, that she was like, well, she is really, really lightweight. I was like, yeah, sometimes, especially if you, well, when you're not used to it and you're used to the, like, quote-unquote heavier kids, not that they are heavy by any means, but heavy in comparison to our daughter, and you want to pick her up, you pick her up and almost throw her over your shoulder and fling her somewhere else. So she was like, yeah, I get what you mean, because, yeah, it's like you expect a little bit of a heavier kid at that age. Not like a kid that's not even 13 kilos, so, yeah. I get what she meant. Yeah, in the end, we got our daughter to come along, being with some fussing. She really didn't want to walk home. But husband was like, well, you can choose. Do you want to walk, or shall I put you on my neck and walk you home? So she wanted to sit in his neck, and after that, she was content, so at least it's something. Once we were a little bit on our way home, she was happy again, so. But yeah, we might need to go shopping again for her for school stuff, but we need to see that tomorrow when she goes, because, yeah, they were like, do you have another bag for her? Because her bag is too small, or like, why? The only thing that she had was her drinking bottle. And yeah, they got a drinking bottle from school, but I had one, so I was like, you know what, you're just going to get this one, so I at least know for sure that you have one today. But, yeah. And that didn't fit in her backpack. And I was like, what the? But yeah, the spare clothes that they were having in the email said like keep it in school, and her rain jacket and stuff like that were still all in the bag. And I guess the only reason why her rain boots weren't in the bag was because of the fact that they were in her gym clothes bag. So yeah, I guess that's the reason why those didn't come home. But I was like, I am not going to grab like her indoor slippers, kinda fuzzy stuff, and her rain jacket and all that stuff. I am not going to move that every single day, because yeah, then I need a adult sized bag for her, and she's tiny, she can't even move that thing around. So yeah, we for sure as hell need to ask tomorrow, like, hey, can't that stay here somewhere? Because yeah, if the only thing that she needs to take home are her drinking cup and her lunchbox, then it fits. Because yeah, that's what I have now in her bag, and I am just giving her an extra bag with the spare stuff and all that stuff. And yeah. Because yeah, I'm not going to give everything every single day. Because yeah, she needs to be able to carry that stuff around. And yeah. Yeah. But yeah, at least her going to school was interesting, to say the least. Yeah, we'll see how she does tomorrow. I'll most likely let you know next week, like how the rest of the week went, if she made a big fuss again, or if she surrendered to needing to go home. But at least it's a fuss to get home and not a fuss every single day to get her to go to school. Because yeah, that's not a thing I am wanting for her, that she doesn't want to go to school. But yeah, as much as she can be annoying when she is being stubborn, hard-willed, headstrong, and all those kind of things, kid. Let's see more of my colors here. She can be really cute and funny, so at least it's not all fuss and grumbles. Because yeah, if you've been here before, let's see. Yeah, I'm still recording. I was debating if my camera was recording or not. But yeah, if you've been here before, you might know that my husband is a pretty tech-savvy guy. And he, I think like a half a year ago, did do some upgrades in our house. And we have many of our like lights and switches and stuff like that. We have all like connected through a certain program at which we can control from either our cell phones or like a computer or stuff like that. We can also just manually switch it on and off, but yeah, so I don't know how it exactly went, but I do know that my husband was basically playing around with the light a little bit and was doing like he was having magic, like saying like abracadabra, turn on the lights, and then he in the meantime secretly pushed the button for the lights to come up, And a little bit later, our daughter also wanted to try, so she did the same, and he again obviously pushed the button for the light to go on and off when she wanted. She was like really excited, like, I have magic, I have magics. So it was really cute. Also, our son was sitting in his chair and was also trying to get the lights to work for him, but yeah, at that point, we're all like, nope, no more playing with the lights. Magic is out now. Because, yeah, it's fun, but it doesn't need to take an entire day. But it was really, really cute. She was really excited, like having magic. And then a little bit later, when we were like, nope, it's done now, she was like, acting that she took like everybody's magic, and it was fun and really adorable. So yeah, if for nothing else, we at least know that she can be adorable. Yeah, it's basically like she has an angel mode or a demon mode. There's nothing in between. No, there is, but you get what I mean. But yes, she's a 4-year-old, so what do you want? Yeah, what else? I do need to grab my trusty notebook, because I do know I wrote down more stuff, but for the life of me I can't remember, so good that I wrote it down. Oh yeah, that was it. Again, like, in case you've been here before, I totally forgot this last week, because, yeah, my brain. Didn't write it down, didn't look, and yeah. My brain is like... Sometimes I ask myself if I even have a brain. But yeah, so in case you've been here before, about 2 weeks ago, I told you that my husband needed to go to Utrecht, to the hospital, to have a few moles checked out that looked suspicious. And yeah, so I wanted to let you know everything was fine. He basically drove about 2.5 hours to Utrecht to be like 15 minutes in the doctor's office, to be told that, well, it was good that his own doctor, well, sent him to a dermatologist. But according to the dermatologist, he was being pretty cautious. But she was like, well, it's not bad, because, yeah, at least better safe than sorry. And yeah, let's be honest, if you don't have many experience in that, it's pretty hard. And apparently they can look with a certain light, but the doctor didn't have it at that point. So yeah. So it was like, it was okay that he was sent there, but at the same time it was a bit much. But at least we know that if something would change, they at least already know of his case, and he could directly call to the hospital instead of first needing to go to his own doctor and then have a referral and everything taken double as long. So at least that's something. But yeah, so yeah, everything was fine. He just needs to look out for if anything changes, but that was the doctor already saying, like, it's just important that you every few months look at like your own body, if something changes, like spots or anything, like moles or whatever, or have your partner check for you. So yeah, friendly reminder to you all to, well, keep your own health and your, well, family's health in check. And yeah, do remind to check yourself. But yeah, so that went all decent. But yeah, I'm pretty done with the whole hospital stuff for now, especially since I am also still needing everything. Because yeah, I also told you, like, I believe in the same WIP and Chat, that I am also not feeling the greatest with my umbilical hernia and stuff like that. And yeah, I also finally went to the doctor last week because I went to the dentist on Tuesday, and my dentist and my doctor are actually right across from each other. One is on one side of the road and on the crossroads roundabout. It's a roundabout there. Was thinking, like, what the hell was that thing called again? That round thing where you need to go around? It's a roundabout. Can you notice I'm not English as my native language? In case you don't know, I'm Dutch. So yeah. But yeah, so when I was waiting in my dentist office, I was like, you know what? As soon as I'm done, I'm going to call and ask, like, if it actually would be possible, if what I expected, birth control, like my hormones messing up everything, and that meaning, yeah, that everything is basically messed up. And if not, I could directly go to the apothecary, or what is the word? There where you can get prescription medicines. Here are many things like paracetamol, Advil, like the lower painkiller kind of stuff, are basically just over the counter, and for the rest you need prescription. But yeah, I was like, yeah, well, if they say, like, well, there's basically nothing that indicates that birth control would mess everything up, then I could refill that one, because yeah, I don't have that much left, and yeah, I don't want to be out. But yeah, they were like, well, I don't know for sure, so I'm just going to book you in an appointment with your physician doctor, and yeah, let her check everything out. So on Thursday I went, talked everything over, and yeah, apparently it's possible. So yeah, I now need to, well, basically keep off my birth control for a few months to see if everything changes, because I had an IUD before. Then everything, well, that thing was also annoying the living daylights out of me, so I changed to a birth control pill. Then it went good, okay, for a few months, and then it started back up with annoying the living daylight out of me. So yeah, so my doctor basically advised me to, like, see if I get off my birth control again, if everything, well, gets back to normal. By the way, sorry in case this is too much information for you. But yeah. But yeah, so yeah. Hoping that at least it will work itself out, because yeah. With our son still being young, I don't want to have my umbilical hernia, because yeah, that kicks me out of everything for like 2 weeks straight, for 2 weeks, 6 weeks straight, and yeah, that's not something I really want. So especially not when our youngest is still in diapers. So yeah, at least I hope that I can basically, like, pull it off until, like, the kids go to school both. That would be the most ideal, because then they can do enough themselves so that they don't rely on me as much. And if I can then around that time arrange to have the surgery done, like around the time when my husband is home for vacation in like the summer or anything, then yeah, even though he still gets like care leave, but we'll see. That hopefully it takes a long while before I really need to have the surgery, but we'll see, we'll see. Also, when I do more, it sometimes gets worse, so yeah. Oh well. Yeah, and then last thing before I am going to leave you alone, because I most likely am rambling long enough as I see how much I have done. So let's see. Yeah, about half an hour, so that's okay. I still have one story and then we'll call it quits for this week. So yeah. As I said, I Tuesday went to the dentist, but I went actually to my dental hygienist. And I needed to go to my actual dentist the day after, so on Wednesday. And since our daughter is old enough, she also needed to come with me, which I anticipated would be a whole something. But yeah, it's basically like those kids' appointments where they basically just count the teeth and let them get used to being in a chair like that, and yeah, basically have them getting used to a dentist, so that it's, by the time they actually need to go, they're not afraid, or at least not that so afraid that he will bite the dentist or anything. So yeah, that was again something interesting. So yeah, I went first. I'm doing good. I have already 2 or 3 times in a row that I don't need to come back to have holes filled. So yay! I have a track record for yeah, having bad teeth. If I look at the like pictures they make at the office, the dentist office, I almost think that like they can better yank everything out and replace it with dentures well before everything is fake already. So yeah. It's pretty fake there. That's basically like the only fake areas in me. But yeah. So well, I went first. My daughter sat on top of me to just look around and be in the chair. So it was like maybe she can look at what the dentist does with me, so she's not as afraid when it's time for her. But as soon as it was time for her, she did not want to. She absolutely did not want the dentist having a look in her mouth. She didn't want to open it. So I was thinking to myself, like, well, one way or another, you need to open your mouth. And so I was like, are you gonna open your mouth or do I need to tickle you? And she already laid flat on top of me, like, nope, I am not gonna do this. Nope, you're not gonna tickle me. So I started to tickle her, which basically made her come a little bit up and open her mouth. So yeah, you can guess what the dentist did quickly. And then she noticed that it actually was like, nobody's gonna hurt me. You're all being nice. There's nothing to fear. So she basically was like, huh, okay. And when it came time to look at the upper teeth, because yeah, when she smiles, you can see the bottom quite good, but yeah. So she sat right up and she opened her mouth out of her own. So, yay! It was progress. I'm taking that. But yeah, having kids, it's something. Yeah, in case you have kids, you quite probably know what I'm talking about. It's a case of like, at times they are quite a headache, but you still love them no matter what. And yeah, as much as my daughter and also my son at times annoy the living daylight out of me, I still love them. I don't want to miss them, for sure as hell not. I don't want anything to happen to them. So yeah, that was about it. What for me to ramble on about. So yeah, let's think. Crafty wise, I did finish Evening Entanglement yesterday, and I am going to start Cat and Fairy for the Diamond Painting Fanatics Spookathon. No, not Spookathon. That's somebody else. Spooky Fling. There's also a Spookathon, but I haven't looked up much information, so I still need to do that. But yeah, so I'm going to start on Cat and Fairy tomorrow, which is Tuesday. And yeah, I already, just before I filmed this one, I filmed a review on Evening Entanglement, even though I forgot to show you the trash, so I needed to put an image right along there to pop in an image of the trash that I had. So yeah, that one will. So yeah, the review for Evening Entanglement will be going up Thursday, I think. I guess. And for the rest, let's think. Yeah, I guess that's it. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at this. I hope you like my rambling as always. And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful day, night, week, evening. Yeah, I hope to see you in another video. If you like this video, well, you know the drill. And I hope to see you next time. Bye!